After a state title in a redshirt first year, Andrew Sorenson became one of Iowa State's top wrestlers. In his sophomore season, he had to adjust to new coach Kevin Jackson. Andrew struggled somewhat that year, including an 0-for-2 showing at Nationals. But in his junior year, Sorenson began to show flashes of dominance.
I just think he started having success. He started seeing the things that he was doing in training, his skills, work against certain competition, and he just realized that if he continued to perfect his skills and perfect the art of wrestling with his strength and his physical abilities, that he could be successful and he could win at the NCAA Division I level.
His stellar season was cut short just before the Big 12 championships with an elbow injury. In support of good friend and teammate John Reeder, Sorenson drove out to Philadelphia to watch Reeder win the national championship.
He was the first one I saw after I won my title, was him in the dugout or whatever it was. But he was a great guy, man. He works his tail off.
Sorenson says he got a new outlook on his own career.
Just a different way I looked at things, and after that I realized that my potential, I haven't reached any of my potential yet, that I could get better, and every day I can get better.
And better he got. Fast forward to this year, and Andrew is having an incredible farewell campaign with only one blemish on his record. But the team's record is far from spectacular. The young Cyclones have struggled on the mats and have turned to Andrew for guidance, and he couldn't be happier.
Honestly, I love it. I really do. I love it. I love being the guy everyone can turn to. I feel like I can help someone out in many different ways, just life, academics, athletically. So I've really enjoyed it.
He leads in every way. I mean, from a communication standpoint, from a visual standpoint of the way he works, the way he approaches each and every practice, the way he competes. I mean, so he does it verbally and he does it visually.
He rubs off on the young guys. He shows them how to train. He shows them how to live the lifestyle of a true champion. And he deserves everything he's got because he works hard for it.
Sorenson's crowning moment came in his final home match versus Cornell. The Cyclones had already lost the duel before Andrew's match, so an emotional Sorenson charged out of the gates without a plan, and after 2 periods, he only led 6-0.
I realized that this is the last time I'm going to wrestle in Hilton in front of my fans, the fans that have supported me for 5 years, and the fans that I go out to give them a show every time I step on the mat.
Andrew's 3rd period was a thing of beauty. He overpowered Cornell's Marshall Peppelman enough to get a tech fall with seconds left in the match.
I know it was really rewarding for him to do that in front of his family, and he had a couple hundred people up here from his hometown, and then from our Cyclone wrestling fans that wanted to see him go out the right way. So I know that was really rewarding for him.
It was cool to have that feeling in front of all those young guys, to know that that's the way they want to go out too. It was a feeling I'll never forget, for sure.
Andrew's final 2 chapters in his storied career are the upcoming Big 12 and NCAA tournaments. From wrestling as a young kid to the state title in high school and the 4+ years of collegiate wrestling, it all boils down to these 2 tournaments.
It's going out with a bang, this is it. This is my last time. I can't have any regrets, and I'll never be able to get it back. So at the end of Big 12s, at the end of these 4 weeks after Nationals, I can't look back and say, I woulda, coulda, shoulda, I wish. I did. I took it.
And when it's all said and done, Andrew will be yet another addition to the tremendous history of Iowa State wrestlers.
It's a legacy. I mean, there's legends that have wrestled here. They still talk about it today from 20, 30 years ago. I wanted to leave that legacy. I want people to remember me.
He's the epitome of what we want here at Iowa State, and his attitude, it's contagious for the younger guys.
He's a great young man. He's an outstanding student. He's an outstanding wrestler. Regardless of what his results are at the NCAA tournament, he's going to have a great life because he's put everything into everything that he does, and that's academically, that's socially, and that's athletically. And so we love him, and we're going to miss him.